Hey guys, it's Dave from Next Level Fitness again, and tonight I want to talk about taking control of your life. Okay, so not me taking control of your life, but rather you taking control of your life. So look, I've had just a mad couple of days really, and I'm just solidifying the facts that I already know, that people can be very, very opinionated in life. Everybody around you, they might do it in the nicest possible way, or they might be real arseholes about it. But they're going to be very, very opinionated. And people are going to sit there and they're going to tell you exactly how they think that your life should go, that your fitness should go, that your nutrition should go, that you shouldn't buy this car, that you should raise your children in this way, that you should buy this, that you shouldn't buy that, so on and so forth. Do you know, as I say, ultimately these people might be doing it in the nicest possible way, but they're only telling you what they think you should do. Now, unfortunately, until you take ownership, you personally take ownership on how you want to live your life, on what diet you will succeed on what type of exercise suits you, on what job you should have, you will never ever succeed until you personally start taking ownership on these things. So you need to sit back. You need to analyze these things, and you really need to decide where you want your life to go. It's not up to how your mother lived, how your grandmother lived, how your best mate lives, how, I don't know, some multi-millionaire, how they've lived and how they've succeeded. All these things can be helpful to look at the pros and cons of, but they will not work for you until you take ownership of exactly what you're doing. So I do. These things can work very, very well in life, as well as they refer very, very well to the health and fitness industry. I've said it before, not everything is for everybody. Okay, life is going to be about trial and error, and you're going to have to trial these things before you find out whether or not they are for you. But the fact is, when you find out, or if you find out they're not for you, you need to sit back and just say, okay, great, that wasn't for me. Instead of getting frustrated, instead of getting annoyed, instead of then somebody else saying, oh, well, I don't know why it didn't work for you because it works so well for me, which then just spirals you down worse. You just say, okay, great, well, that wasn't for me, and I'm just going to accept that it wasn't for me and move on to the next thing until I find the thing that's right for me. You're never going to give up. We talk a lot about, in life, about weighing ourselves up against others. Every time you pick up a newspaper, you have a look and you see how this celebrity's managed to get this body, and so on and so on, and this diet's great, and so on, etc., etc. Ultimately, everything's about you. Never ever analyze your life compared to anybody else's. If you compare to somebody else, people will only give you the picture that they want you to see. What goes on behind closed doors, everybody's got those demons in their closets, and they will only let you see what they want you to see. People, when they're posting 7 times a day about how amazing their lives are on Facebook, and we all get a little bit jealous. I know I do. You have to question just how amazing their life is. Nobody has that much of an amazing life. Everybody has things that goes on, and an average in life, well, bottom line is there is no average. A par on a golf course is based upon somebody else's average. It's never upon those of your own average. So you really need to sit back. You need to analyze your health. You need to analyze your fitness. Now, obviously, I'm going to come from this angle because that's the field that I'm in. But it really does have a row-over effect to every other aspect of your life as well. You need to work out where you want these things to go. You need to work out which route you want to take on them. And then more importantly, you need to commit yourself to it for a minimum of 3 months at a term. If you've given it 3 months, you've given it enough time to try and take its hold. If it doesn't work after those 3 months, well, that's when you then sit back and say, okay, well, that didn't work for my health, it didn't work for my fitness, it didn't work for my, I don't know, your career, your life in general. To do it for a week isn't going to work. To do it for more than 3 months, if you don't think it's working, is futile and you're wasting your time. Ultimately, do you know what? It is your life, and you need to decide how you're going to live it. It is your fitness, so you need to decide what type of fitness is for you and what you're enjoying doing. It is your healthy nutrition, so you need to decide, okay, great, I enjoy doing this, this is how I'm going to do it. And that's today's challenge actually as well, is to sit back and just analyze a little bit. I was quite wound up when I just turned this on, and talking about it's managed to get it out of me a little bit, so thanks very much for listening. But yeah, go and sit and analyze your life, analyze your health, analyze your nutrition, and say, right, okay, I know I enjoy doing things this way. This is how I'm going to do it in order to achieve my goals. And yeah, I hope you find something in this video helpful. I know it's been a little bit rambly at times, but as always, thanks for watching. This has been Dave from Next Level Fitness, and I will catch up with you again hopefully tomorrow. Thanks, guys.